What's up and welcome to the, well, not the Indie Credible podcast, the Not So Indie Show episode for May. Now, if you're getting this at the very beginning of May, thank you very much, because that means you're a patron. You get this 1 week early. If you're getting this like slightly into May, that's right, I've got to drive. Okay. Slightly into May, sorry for audio listeners, Tom was offering me a beer.
People like, beer.
Yeah. Slightly into May or middle of May, then I suppose, why are you so tight? And go over to patreon.com/Indecredible or hit the link in the description, because $1 a month, Tom, what does $1 a month get you?
Gets you endless possibilities, Lewis.
It does indeed. It does indeed.
I can't name any of them.
Yeah.
But there's so many. You know?
Discord server, ad-free
you get this a week early.
Ad-free podcast, week early, exclusive content on the pre and post show. But anyway, this is the Not So Indie Show. We plugged ourselves out straight at the beginning. What a way to welcome new listeners.
That's right.
Yeah.
Don't
make them feel
like
crap off the bat.
Exactly. Like, what's wrong with you?
Yes.
But if you're you bastards.
If you're here because you picked up the Indie Credible podcast, then as the clue suggests, this is a podcast a monthly show where we chat mostly about the world of AAA gaming.
Yeah.
But we also talk a lot about movies as well.
It's sort of whatever, but it's mostly about gaming.
Whatever. If Dan's here, there's often the odd board game sprinkled in for good measure.
Yeah.
But this is mostly about movies and AAA games. Yes. It is available on all podcast services. So if you are watching us, but you think, like, do you know what? I haven't got time to listen to watch this now, but I like these guys because you're only human. Then head over to Spotify, head over to Soundcloud, head over to iTunes, head over to Player FM. Pretty much anywhere we're available in audio form. Or if you're listening to us and you think, I want to go see what those guys are talking about, head over to youtube.com/IndieCredible and you can find us there. I've mentioned his name several times, but Tom is joining me. If you want to see more of Tom, head over to @ShriekenProfit.
Yeah.
My name's Lewis. If you want to see more of me, head over to @WhatsUpWoody. Pretty much anywhere. Anywhere. Even on PlayStation now, because I let you change the name.
That's right. I haven't done mine yet, because I want to think of a good name.
Cool. So, well, we're coming into this straight off the bat of the Indie Credible podcast. Right. So it's like a 3-hour podcast session for us.
It's a hard sesh.
It is a hard sesh.
Yeah.
And we're going to dive straight into the AAA games we have been playing.
Yes.
Do you want? I'm going to kick off this time because you kicked off last time.
I kicked off the Indie Credible podcast.
This is not technically a AAA game, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. Because
then what's the point of this podcast? You know,
Gwent. It's based off a AAA franchise.
It's a AAA game. It's a AAA card game.
It's CDPR, isn't it? So, they're independently sourced. So, indie game.
Well, let's not get into the debate of is it indie game?
Cyberpunk 2077, definite indie game.
We talk about it all the time.
That's it. No, Gwent is obviously the Witcher card game. People who don't know, I play it a lot. My playtime is now at just over 600 hours. And I've only been playing the games like competitively since November.
My favourite games of all time, I don't think I've played for more than 50 hours.
Foreign user, our patron.
Yeah.
My God, I was like, do you like Diablo style games, like isometric ARPGs?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. I've been shared his Steam playtime in some of the games. Path of Exile, over 1,000 hours.
This is like
the other ones, I don't know because I but they like 600 hours, 700 hours.
My friend I was telling you about, who I spoke to, the only other person still left on Steam. She's like that.
Really?
I mean, she was playing League of Legends and WoW 6 years ago when we used to talk all the time. And I come back and I'm like, hey Grace, how you doing? She's like, yeah, I'm just playing WoW. And it's like, fucking hell, of course you're playing WoW. What else are you playing? Yeah. Every time she's online, it's like, what are you doing? So I'm in a raid at the moment, I'm playing WoW. It's like,
but anyway, Gwent, the Witcher card game. Since I last spoke to people about the game, it's had a big update.
10 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's had a big update. It's had Crimson Curse has come in, so a whole new expansion, new set of cards. Nilfgaard's got a big update. I stream it every week. If you guys want to head over to twitch.tv/WhatsUpWoody. Yeah. I stream over there. I've got a YouTube channel again there. But the Gwent is getting. The reason I want to speak about Gwent is I love the game. I'm always going to love the game.
Yep.
It's actually, I'm not just saying this as a Gwent fan. I honestly think it's probably one of the best digital TCGs or CCGs out there. Magic's Magic. Magic's always going to have its Magic Arena's going to have its audience.
Magic's boring and because everyone plays it's a dickhead.
Because Magic is Magic, simple as that. But I've tried quite a few digital CCGs, like Elder Scrolls Legends. It's pretty weak.
Artifact,
obviously dead in the water.
Yeah.
Hearthstone, if you've got
That's a big
£1,000,
deal.
then get into Hearthstone. If you haven't got £1,000, don't go anywhere near that game. Gwent is... You watch on Twitch. When I first got into Gwent competitively, I say competitively because I do aim to be as competitive as possible.
Yeah.
They were sitting around about 950 people to 1,100, 1,200 people averagely watching it on Twitch.
Right.
It's now sat on a good night over 3,000. Like, it's had a big jump.
That's a big leap in,
Yeah, I think a lot of other people are now actually starting to pay attention to it.
Yeah.
It's still very shallow in terms of its deck building because it's a new game.
Yeah.
There's not as many cards there as Hearthstone and other things like that. But CDPR are very good at supporting the game. They're very good at going, this isn't working, we're going to nerf it. This isn't working, we're going to buff it. Here's new cards, we're going to rewrite cards, we're going to do this. And if you're looking for a digital TCG, definitely check out Gwent.
Funny question.
Yeah.
Is the best way to get into it by playing Witcher 3 and then playing Gwent in Witcher 3? Isn't that like the baby's version of Gwent?
It's completely changed. It's not even baby version, it's completely different.
It's a different game now.
Completely different.
But people like... That's why people like Gwent.
Yes.
Because it was so good in
Yes,
that game.
but Gwent
Not that I
in
got
Witcher
into it,
3
but, yeah.
was a mini game, not a
True,
competitive.
but people were so into it.
Yes,
at the
but
time.
not a competitive card game. They changed it to
well.
offer more of a competitive scene
Yeah,
to it.
of course. I mean, it was single player, so...
Yeah, so that's why they changed it, basically.
Yeah.
They had to kind of change it because it was getting a bit out of control. Where they made this mini game, we kept adding stuff to it, people were just breaking the game.
Yeah.
Because it was never designed
as
from
you.
the ground up to be competitive.
Yeah.
Whereas this is now designed as a straight up TCG, competitive TCG game. Yeah.
Well,
so.
I'm glad you like it. This is probably the thing that you've stuck with the longest as I've known you.
Probably.
Because, I mean, you like things very intensely for a good good stint of time.
Yeah.
But this one's lasted, I want to
6
say
months?
about 6 months, yeah.
Yeah.
About
about 100
liked that
About
much.
100 hours a month. It works out on average.
You've never, as long as I've known you've never played something for that long.
Huh? There you go.
Maybe like 2-3 months. But
So we're going to go on to the next one now. Div 2. Now, I played
still
this
playing that?
intensely, didn't I? For about a month.
Yeah, hardly.
I'm dabbling in Div 2. I've jumped back into it again recently.
No one I know is playing that.
Because no one.
People started playing it when it came out and they just sort of fizzled out.
Yeah.
Much like the original Division. You know?
Well, they Raid has only just gone live.
Yeah.
I've jumped back on it because my nephew's picked the game up. I need to grind my way up to 500, and when we're at 500, you can jump into the raids.
Right.
As Dan quite rightly points out, one thing they've done really nice about the raids, I've not done the raids yet, but the way you get to a raid is on a helicopter. At the White House, there's a helicopter pad, you jump on that, which basically means they haven't got to restrict the raid to the map.
Right.
The raid could be anywhere and fucking anything.
That's
The
a really
first
good
raid
idea,
is based in the airport. It's based, apparently, I've heard really good things about it. It's 8-person teams, and I've heard it is very much team-based. Like Destiny, like there's very much team-based mechanics going on.
Do you think they'll do some callbacks to New York?
Do
Do a raid set in New York, since you can just get a helicopter there. Is it set in DC?
No, it's set for San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
San Francisco, yeah.
Oh, that's quite a long helicopter ride there.
But no, it's like Div 2 is. I still really like the game. Yes, there is that genuine element that I'm sitting here not feeling like I need to go and play this game. That maybe because I'm playing Pagan Online.
Yeah.
And I'm getting my loot scratching itch from that.
Well, yeah. Surely a better way to get a loot scratching itch. Isn't Div 2 a bit more
Div 2
clinical?
Yes.
Like
yeah.
it's
But I'm
company
I'm
bullshit.
enjoying more now about kind of grinding out the set builds in Div. Now they've actually released the build armor into the game, and like the spec sets, and yeah. So I've jumped back on Div 2. I mean, I've got. Well, when you log in, it says I've got over 85 hours, 86 hours in that game.
Well, that's decent.
So I've got a lot of time in the game,
Yeah.
and I'm back on it now playing with my nephew because he's trying to level up, and yeah, like I'm having fun in it again. I'm looking forward to playing the raid.
Yeah.
Genuinely looking forward to it. If you guys want to join us on Patreon, then on the Discord server we do jump in. We play with other people. We have a clan on Div. So if you are playing Div and you're like, do you know what, these guys are cool, I'm going to jump over there and play some Div with these guys. Join a Discord server on
My
Patreon.
question is when we're going to start a Minecraft server, you know?
Never. Nothing to promote that game.
waiting,
And the
guys.
final game I've been playing, Dan.
All right, Tom.
And the final, I'm going to apologise to our video watchers now. My armpits are profusely sweating.
I'm going to be honest. Mine are surely far sweatier, but I'm wearing a black hoodie in defence.
Sure, yeah, good. I like that.
Yeah.
Final game I'm playing: Mortal Kombat 11.
Mortal Kombat.
So I will kind of give context to my background in Mortal Kombat.
All right. Can I give my context as well afterwards?
Yep. I have not played Mortal Kombat since it was on the Mega Drive.
Shit off. Surely not.
I've seen gameplay of it, never played it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised by it because you really like fighting games.
Yep.
I played the original on Mega Drive. I had it. I was shit at it. My sister was better. She's a year older than me. She was better than me, and she always used to just win all the time.
Yeah.
So I hated it. I've dabbled in it since then, every now and again. I mean, last year when I went to Manchester, what was the last Mortal Kombat to come out?
10.
X. I played that with him, and I destroyed him every time because he's shit. I'm not good, but what I do is I button mash until I find a combo that works.
Yeah.
And I found a grab combo that would cut his health down like nothing. So I just kept doing that over and over and over again, and he was getting livid. He was like shouting at me, and that was great. And then I played Mortal Kombat 2 or 3 on an arcade machine in a thrift store.
Wow.
Well, and with him again, took him to pieces. Once again, just find a combo that worked. Just hammered that over and over again.
So I've
played more Mortal Kombat than he has.
You have, yeah. So as you said, I do like fighting games. I
Yep.
put a lot of hours into Dragon Ball Fighters or Fighter Z. Played quite a lot of Street Fighter Street Fighter 5 back in the day. I put quite a few hours into Injustice. That was Injustice 2 was my first NetherRealm game. Well, obviously I played Mortal Kombat, but my first new NetherRealm game. So I jumped into MK11 based on Dan's brother, Insanity's recommendations. He is a big Mortal Kombat fan. He's a very good fighting game player.
It's okay.
And despite the controversy, there was lots of controversy around the stuff at the beginning.
Yeah.
I jumped in after this. So I'll get into that in a second, because to clear it up for anybody who's watching this thinking, I don't understand what it was. I've got my head around it now. I've started playing the game.
Yeah.
So it's a lot slower than I thought it'd be. Now,
slower how?
a lot of people are saying this. Mortal Kombat 11 is a lot slower than Mortal Kombat. It normally is. It's a lot more like methodical. It's a lot more almost Street Fighter-ish, but not as Street Fighter-ish.
Is that for ease of use? Is that like...
Okay, so if you've never played a fighting game and you want to learn a fighting game, this is your game.
Okay.
For one very specific reason. This has the best tutorial I've ever seen in a fighting game. So you have your basic tutorial, punch, jab, combos. Then you get your advanced tutorials, and that teaches you spacing, it teaches you blocking, it teaches you advanced blocking.
So it teaches you technique.
There's even a whole section on frame data. So how I can combo to then know that I'm frame advantage
so if you want to
or I'm neutral. So there's all these stuff. I've done 7. There's 9.
You don't need them.
I'm learning so much.
Are you?
Yes.
But you're good at fighting games.
Yeah, but I'm not. I'm learning so much on a Mortal Kombat level.
Right, okay, all right.
But I'm also learning some things as well from it. Like,
you know what you got to do is mash buttons till you find a combo and use it over and over again.
Here we go.
That works.
So
I never lost.
Mortal Kombat is now. I will say I've got about 8, 9 hours into it so far. So not tons. I've got 2 main characters I'm playing at the moment. Devora, sorry, who's this bug woman.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Her fatality is brilliant. She like spurts this spawn stuff into their mouth. Spider legs come out. Head comes flying out the body and splits open.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
It's the thing.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And I'm playing Scarlet, which is this like vampire woman who can basically just suck the blood out of people. And her thing is she just pulls the blood out and then makes these 5 skewers, sends them into them. One goes through the eye, she punches it, and then that eyeball comes out the other side of the head on the spike skewer. It's brilliant.
I fucking love fatalities.
So I've played like 8, 9 hours. I've not played any online yet. I'm having a lot of fun with the game.
Yeah.
I'm starting to grind the Towers of Time now. And I use grind in a good way. So if you're not Towers of Time and you haven't played Injustice 2, basically the way they work is there will be like 5 towers, active towers, or 4 active towers. And there'll be some that are tied to characters.
Yep.
So you go do that character's tower. There are that region has 4 towers, like an easy, medium, hard, very hard, or something like that. They each have their kind of, the towers of time have different like challenge elements to them. So one might be like your opponent can call in this character for an assist. Another one might be like every now and then the floor goes to fire. If you're on the floor, you take ticking burning damage. Like all these weird little different things about. Play through the towers, you unlock gear, loot, consumables, in-game currency to then get more stuff for your fighter. Yeah. Because the customization in this game is huge. Like, you don't only customise the way they look, you customise their abilities. You can customise how they fight.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really cool.
I like character customizations. I can't just want to play it.
Yeah, it's really cool, honestly. I've literally played half an hour of the story this morning. I'm already in love with the story.
Yeah.
It seems like it is going to be one of the best long-winded 80s movies I've ever seen.
I mean, that's Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Apparently, according to Tom, it is absolute nonsense but brilliant. Like, literally makes no sense but is fucking brilliant. Oh. And knowing it's based around time travel on PlayStation.
Okay.
Really enjoying it. They have patched the Towers of Time partly. Yeah. The big issue people were having was you're getting not much currency at all, and some of the bosses were like insanely hard. So you were playing up the tower and then you couldn't finish the tower because it was just ridiculously hard, but you weren't getting any rewards going up the tower doing anything like that.
Yeah.
So they've patched that. They've given given people up to the 5th of May lots of in-game currency for free, and then they've patched how quick you earn stuff. Talking to Tom, who has probably put in 40-50 hours so far, he said the enjoyment levels are through the roof now. Like, he was not enjoying the grinding of these Towers of Time before, and now he's really enjoying them.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
This game actually seems pretty good.
It's a really substantial game.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying, the microtransactions, there's this tweet going around. It's like it costs $7,000 to buy every item in Mortal Kombat 11. Now, Ed Boon...
How many items are there, though?
Well, this is it.
Yeah.
Ed Boon, creative lead, whatever his name is, came out and said, this is a fucking joke.
Yeah.
Basically, only about 20% of every item in the game is available to buy. You can't actually buy the rest of the stuff.
Yeah.
So if you used to work out to buy all the in-game currency to then be able to buy all the items, which you can't anyway, then yes, it might cost $7,000. Every time, so when you go to the store to spend in-game currency or real-world money, it says underneath it, this item is available in the crypt, this item is available in Towers of Time. So it tells you that it is available in-game.
Yeah, you don't have to buy it.
You can buy it. Yeah. And if I'm being honest, I've not found the store invasive at all. I had to go find the store.
Who published this game?
Warner Brothers.
Of course it is.
Warner Brothers.
Is Shaggy in it?
That was alright, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Who knows?
DLC probably.
Who knows? Yeah.
Maybe they get the whole Mystery Inc. gang. Let's hope.
Yeah. But no, MK11, I'm really enjoying it. Granted, I like fighting games, but I want to play more. It's similar like Payne Online.
To be honest, I actually kind of want to play it. I wouldn't buy it, more, but I'd like to play it.
Cool.
Yeah.
But that's me done. That's me done, dude.
That's good shit.
What have you been playing, AAA wise?
The main thing I want to talk about is Red Dead Redemption.
You spoke about this before, haven't you?
One.
Oh, 1?
Yeah, that's right.
Way back.
So 2 obviously is prequel to Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, because you said it made you want to go and play 1, didn't it?
Exactly, yeah, which I am. I'm very slowly chipping away at it. I'll do like 2-3 hour stints here and there. Because it's...
And that's a big old game, isn't it?
It is quite a big game. I'm trying to avoid side missions, but it's so hard. Because they're so... They get you, you know. You're just you're riding through the fucking wilderness, and then all of a sudden some guy comes up and he's like, "Please help!" You know, this guy's my friend's being hung by these guys, and it's like, "Oh fuck, come on then, mate, let's have a look. What's going on?" And you go and help all this. You get sidetracked so easily. Yeah, well,
that's what I done with Witcher. Someone was like, "I heard some guy over there's playing Gwent."
And then you were gone for 600 hours.
Well, this game's got a story. Fuck that, give me Gwent.
That's the thing. I'm trying to avoid that because this is what. Sorry, I never finished the game the first time round. When you go back to when it first came out, I played it, but I did so much side story stuff.
You got burnt out.
But yeah, by the time I got to Mexico, which is like the second act of the game, I was like, I've had enough.
Yeah.
It's like I can't.
That's the issue with open world games, isn't it?
It's a big issue with it. Yeah.
So many open world games don't get finished because you just burn yourself
You've done
out.
too much. You're like, I've had enough of this. I didn't want to learn a whole new map. I started doing those missions back in the day. I started doing the Landon Ricketts missions, and I was like, it's still good, but I just can't be fucked anymore.
Yeah.
So this time,
Who are you playing this on?
PS3. I just put my whole disc back in. I can be asked to, play it in a different way. It's just still really good.
Yeah.
It really holds up. Obviously, graphically, there's a bit of
age to it.
Yeah, it's aged. The main, I always mispronounce it. It's anti-aliasing.
Okay.
That is pretty poor in this game.
Oh, really?
Everything's quite jagged. But voice acting, character animation is fucking good.
Wow.
Cutscenes are like, even though textures aren't amazing, you're like, damn, that's like.
You'd be happy with that, and like animation was on PS4 now.
Yeah, animation wise, definitely. Yeah, I mean it's just so. I mean, the motion capture's just done so well.
Yeah.
And the acting is particularly good that you just get engrossed in the performance. You don't think about like these shitty PS3 era graphics. You're just like yeah, okay, right, oh yeah, I'm involved here. I am John Marston, and he's such a different character to Arthur Morgan. It feels really different to play as him. My main issue with playing the first one is the horses. It's different. It's very different because PS4.
How do you mean it's different?
It's so sensitive on PS4 in the directions you can direct your horse.
Yeah.
Like you're touching the stick and it's like your horse is perfectly following where you want it to go. In this, exactly, it's like there's left, right, diagonal left, right, or straight forward. There's no like gradient to it. So you're like when I first started playing it, having just come off Red Dead 2, I was like, fucking hell, this horse is uncontrollable. I was driving into trees and stuff. I was all over the place. I was like, what the fuck's going on? I was a great horse rider like 10 minutes ago.
Is it like when they do, the VR? They do the incremental moves.
Yes, it is just like that. It transitions well to each bit, but it is like like that. So you have to get used to that if you want to play this game again, which I have now. Because I'm deep into the Mexico storyline now, which is further than I've ever gotten in the game.
You're going to go back to Red Dead 2 and you'll be like, fucking turn!
Yeah,
turn!
So sensitive. But I will play 2 again after this, I think.
Nice.
But yeah, I want to play some this weekend. I haven't played any for about a week and a half now, but it's just a damn good game. It's so well made. Rockstar, I mean, they're as shitty as they treat their employees, they are heroes when it comes to making amazing story-driven games.
Yep.
As open world games can be so meh, because it's like I just can't.
Well, they can fall victim to so many tropes.
Yeah.
Like I always think making a good open world game is so hard because there's so much that could go wrong.
Yeah.
And you don't know if it's gone wrong until everyone starts playing it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, yeah.
But if you have the chance to play Red Dead again,
I've still never played it.
Oh, it's worth it.
Still
Do you have a
never
PS3? I'll lend you it. Get a PS3.
I'll just wait until.
Well, you've got Xbox, yeah?
Yeah.
There's a better version on there.
The backwards compatible one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's better. It's the best place to play it.
I could probably pick it up.
Or PC.
In CX for like,
PC.
I don't know, $5.
Probably. Yeah. But I think Xbox One is the best place to play at the moment.
Okay.
Because it is like slightly updated. The frame rate's better. That same problem again. The frame rates drop every now and again.
Okay.
Because it's so hefty for the PS3.
What else you played, buddy?
Steep. I played Steep.
I've got about 10 hours on Steep, and I'll be interested to see what you think to this.
Yeah, probably about 10 hours. It's become my. I'll just chuck it on. I've got half an hour. I'll just play a bit of Steep.
Yeah.
I don't care for the challenges and stuff.
Yeah.
They're fine. There's nothing wrong with them. I just can't bothered. It's not what I want it for. What I do is I stick on one of my Spotify playlists and pretend it's a new Tony Hawk game.
Okay.
I snowboard down the mountains. I just have a bit of fun, do some tricks. I like maybe set my own challenges. I'll be like, I'm gonna try and do this.
Yeah.
And like, for example, as hot air balloons in the game, I'll be like, I'm gonna try and fly into the basket of that hot air balloon, which I've succeeded in. And all I listen to some good tunes. And if that game had a better soundtrack, that'd be a stellar. But it doesn't have really anything.
The only issue I have with Steep,
is
someone who spent 7 years of their life snowboarding, every day.
I'd like to hear a perspective on this.
It has absolutely no personality to it. yes, it does snowboarding well, but it doesn't mean it.
Does it fine? Yeah.
It doesn't capture. There was nothing there that maybe like when I nailed a 540. The reason, and I always go back to this.
Yeah.
The reason 1080 snowboarding on this N64 is one of the best snowboarding games there's ever been. Because when you nailed a hard trick, it was you nailed it. You worked for that trick, and your skill level improved it. This doesn't. It's too handholdy.
It's pure luck, honestly.
And there's a lot of autocorrect in the game.
Yeah,
like,
or you can turn it off.
It
gives you the option. Says if you want to turn all this stuff off, you can. It's in the menu.
And I just didn't. I found it a little bit disgusting, the monetization of it. So many times I go in here, it's like, oh, you want to do this? Got to pay this money. Oh, you want to do this? And I was just like,
it's Ubisoft. It's Ubisoft developed and published.
And I do get. I come to party late. I came to it when it was free, probably same as you.
As did I. Yeah.
So there's already X amount of content drops out there, but I don't know. There was no. The customization was mediocre at best. There was nothing. There was like the biggest thing I can say is there's no personality to the game. I didn't feel like
I
it
think you're
was.
Right.
Yeah, and I was just like, great. Like,
I think the way I've been playing it is so different to the way you're looking at it. I think for me,
possibly
For me, it's like M's in the shower. She's going to be 20, 25 minutes.
This is what I do with Pagan Online.
Yeah, I'll put some music on and just jump on steep. It's just kind of chill.
Yeah.
You know, I'm listening to music and it's like trying to do tricks. I'll set myself challenges here and there. It's just a bit of fun. Yeah. It's very surface level. The entire game feels very surface level.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
The maps they're fine.
Maps are perfectly okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I find
some of the backcountry stuff isn't great.
As someone who has snowboarded, when you're going down a mountain, what are these huge, massive blocks of ice that come out of nowhere, like a field of massive, huge icebergs? Is that a real thing?
On piste, yes. Off piste, not so much.
Right, because they're everywhere, and I'm always like, what the fuck even is this?
So all it is like when you know what a piste is, a pre-made route on a ski resort. Let's say a piste bash has been down, made it a nice piste. It freezes overnight.
Yeah,
and then snow falls in the morning. You've got frost underneath the snow. So that is a case of that.
That is a thing.
In the powdery off-piste part, you get sometimes like a real crusty, thick layer of almost frost over the top of the snow.
Yeah.
And then, like, imagine you left a milkshake out for like a couple of days and it got like a bit of a firm top.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it's like. But then, so yeah, the frost popping up in backcountry stuff or off-piste stuff is just nonsense, bullshit.
Yeah.
It's just a game mechanic.
Okay. Because I know it's there to be like you can jump off it, you can
also
weave around it.
Yeah, like one thing I noticed about the game is when you hit the ice at speed.
Yeah.
Even when you're going dead straight, it just kicked your board out all over the place.
Yes.
And
you have to go into a trick really.
In real life, basically, ice is horrible. But ice only becomes a real big issue when you put an edge in. Like if you're going down straight,
right,
and you're riding the board flat, you don't really have much of an issue.
Right.
As soon as you go onto your toe side or your heel side, so you lean on your toes or your heels, then you're putting effectively a 2mm blade onto ice. Like you're asking for trouble. You keep it flat, you've got a flat sensor. Most boards aren't completely flat on the bottom; they are slightly bent like this. Especially you've got boards now that have what's called triple layer technology, and the idea of that is that they actually go in a bit at the bottoms, so you can't catch an edge.
Yeah. So
you basically just flat the whole way down.
Oh.
So yeah.
Well, thank you for that information. Would you go snowboarding again?
Would I?
Yeah.
I'd love to.
Yeah. Why don't you?
Just money after we got married and things like that.
Yeah.
I've got friends out there still who live out there. Brian, our patron, is a ski patrol dude.
Is he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He's ski patrol. He's in Canada, isn't he?
Oh, I suppose.
Or France. He's somewhere like that.
It's France,
yeah. So steep.
Yeah. Oh, it's also not just snowboarding, is it? It's
you got Scott.
It's skiing. It's wingsuits. It's jet suits.
The wingsuits were good fun.
I like jet suits.
Jet suits, yeah.
Bit of freedom there.
Yep.
That's quite good. I do quite like doing that and just trying to avoid trees.
Yep.
I fly through a forest and go trying to avoid all the trees. Really satisfying when you get through it. You guys points for that as well.
Yeah, no. So steep's pretty good.
It's a bit of a piss about game. It's not. Really, I don't take it seriously. It's just a bit of fun.
I was just approaching it from a genuine pretentious mindset.
Well, you would.
I've done this in the past.
Someone, what exactly, are you going to do now?
So,
my only other experience with snowboarding is playing Cool Borders 4 on the PS1, which is a classic game.
No 1080 snowboarding, but
well,
Snowboard Kids, also another banger.
I've not had that one. Is that good?
N64, British Snowboard Kids. Give me some love for Snowboard Kids, people.
I never owned a Nintendo until the Game Boy.
N64 is still one of the best consoles ever.
Sure. Whatever. Did I play anything else? So that was Red Dead, Steep. Did I touch any other games?
Oh, is that a no?
Probably, but it's been a long time.
Because you know,
4 months.
it's an exciting time now if you to know.
This is what I'm trying to avoid. I'm trying to stall until we get to this point.
The listeners and the viewers are on the edge of their seat now. They're like, come on, just move on to it. Please, Tom. Please.
I feel like I'm on the edge of the building.
I feel like a jockey, like that.
What is this?
Yeah.
You been horse racing?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm a jockey.
Right, well, you know what it's time for?
It is time. Oh, we need to go to where's scores then. The point. So it's time for the extraordinary quiz.
Oh, what does that mean?
See what we've done there?
Doesn't mean
so
anything.
The extraordinary quiz is a monthly quiz. Normally, it's been a couple of months now, but a monthly quiz where normally Dan challenges Tom.
Yes.
But
I always win.
in our couple of months' absence, we have made some changes to that. Now, our lovely Patreon community has grown over the last couple of months, so thank you very much and welcome to all of our new Patreons once again. What we do now is we host a Patreon community quiz, but anyone can play along. Anyone can play along with us.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
And please comment in the comments below on YouTube, or if you're listening on audio, jump over to YouTube and comment in the comments
You ain't getting shit.
about your score. But the way it works now is if you are one of our patrons, then you're going to hopefully play along with us. And
Looking at you, Brian.
you'll then message me your score on Discord. And obviously you'll know Tom's score. And whoever has the highest score, once all the scores are in, then that person will get the Discord title of this month's champion.
Yeah.
And then that will be up for grabs again at the start of next month.
No cheating, alright? Have some fucking respect, Trev, for fuck's sake.
So, these quizzes, we base them on normally movies or video games of some kind.
Yeah.
We've had, like, is this a Final Fantasy character? Are these movies... We had... Oh, once
Spider-Man ones.
There's Spider-Man villains.
Which really, was insanely hard.
We done, like, Dan and I done, up for the Meg release, we done, True or False, is this a shark movie?
Oh, yeah.
And he couldn't believe that Five-Headed Shark Attack was a shark movie.
How foolish of him.
Yeah. So we've got a higher or lower quiz today.
That's right.
Now, I was hoping to use Metacritic, but I couldn't get... Metacritic didn't have half these films on there.
Didn't you try Rotten Tomatoes?
So I used... no, I went straight to IMDb.
Okay, fair enough.
So we're on IMDb. Now, the way it works is, obviously, this week, we had the much anticipated, the very excitable reveal of Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Which I think we can all be in agreement looks amazing.
So good.
I mean, Sonic, you don't want him looking any better, to be honest.
Character design, animation,
Yeah.
voice acting, top notch.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey's in it.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Who's put the gun to his head and made him out like Jim Carrey again?
Exactly.
Who's done that?
Yeah.
Sonic. Gunning off fast.
So this quiz is based on video game movies.
That's right.
So you'll start off with trying to guess the IMDb score.
Which is out of 50?
Out of 10.
Out of 10, okay.
Yeah,
sorry.
points. Well, it's technically out of 100 because it's like 1.1 or so.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Well, you can translate.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Out of, so you'll guess the first one, and then from there you have to try and guess whether they're higher or lower than the previous movie. We've all played higher or lower games before. Okay.
We know what to do.
So the first film,
Yep.
I've even got the years written down for them because I want to go back to it, is
Beautiful.
the quite stupendous
Yes.
Mario Brothers movie, or Mario
Yes.
Bros movie from 1993.
Was it 93?
93.
The same year as Jurassic Park.
Yeah. And I mean, I know which film I prefer.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So, what score do you reckon that is on IMDb? I'll give you a clue. It is on the number, so it's like a 0.0 score.
Oh, okay.
That's your opening clue because you have to guess this off the bat.
I
Patrons, you'll get every point close to it. You get a point for.
Yeah, I reckon. Is it Super Mario Bros? Just Mario Bros?
I can't remember. You know what I mean, though.
I know what you mean.
I think it's Super Mario Bros.
It's the ones where the Goombas look like gross lizards.
Yeah.
I
saw this in the cinema.
Oh no.
Yeah.
As a child.
Yeah.
A mere boy.
Well, obviously as a child, I was 7 at the time. But carry on.
Poor kid.
Yeah.
That's why you're the man.
It's a great movie. It's a great movie.
Is it? All right.
Well,
I
IMDb think it's a great movie.
I reckon it got a 3 on IMDb.
3. You're saying
Yeah.
3 out of, you're saying that bad.
Yeah. I'm being generous.
Patrons, cast your votes because Mario or Super Mario Bros.
Yeah.
On IMDb got a 4 out of 10.
Pretty fucking
4.
close.
Yeah, not bad. I'll give you 3 points for that.
What is the point system here? Do you actually have one?
Making it up. So
how are they going to track their points?
3 points
if
because
making it up?
listen up.
Right.
I'll explain it.
Okay.
No, you get 2 points for that. Okay? I'm gonna write down here because 2 points for you get 3 points if you guess on the number.
Right.
2 points if you guess 3 or 5. 1 point if you guess 2 or 6. So you're guaranteed to get points.
I hope you guys are writing this down because I don't understand that at all.
So next up, Assassin's Creed.
So higher or lower?
Released 2017.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed, Michael Fassbender.
Yeah, I remember.
Higher or lower than a 4?
Higher.
You're saying higher? Have you seen Assassin's Creed?
No. But I reckon it got a 4.3.
You don't actually have to guess the score.
I know, I'm just doing it out of... no, 4.3. I reckon a 5.3.
You think a 5.3, but you're saying higher.
Higher
Patrons
than Mario
guess
Brothers.
higher or lower than a 4. Assassin's Creed got a 5.8. Higher, so that's another point for Tom.
Pretty damn close once again.
He's doing alright. So, 5.8 for Assassin's Creed. Doom, starring the one and only Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
That's right.
2005, Doom. Has the infamous scene where it goes to a genuine first-person shooter.
People like that shit.
I loved it shit.
Yeah.
But was it higher or lower than a 5.8?
Higher or lower than 5.8? Ooh, I'm gonna say. This thing is, it's in the same realm of score, so it's like.
I think if that movie releases now, it gets a higher score because we almost that released in the era where trash wasn't accepted. Like 80s trash was accepted.
Yeah.
Like Shaw and Hobbs that's coming out.
That people want that trash.
I want that trash.
People want the trash.
I think Doom trash is good now.
Yeah, but back then,
I think back then
people were
that
like,
was the cool era. People were like,
this bullshit.
Like,
I don't want.
We
this.
got Fast and Furious, bruv. Like, why are you messing this with Doom?
I mean, 2005, so
it's back then, wasn't it?
Fast and Furious
2.
Oh, Fast and Furious
was
3.
2.
3 was about to come out, I think.
Is it?
And that is pure trash.
That is trash. And
it's so funny.
So anyway, Doom 05.
That is
higher or lower than a 5.8.
It's lower than a 5.8.
You're saying lower than a 5.8?
But it got a 5.
You're saying it got a 5?
Yeah.
Remember, you don't have to guess the score, guys.
I know.
Just higher or lower.
This is what I want to do.
Cast your votes, people, because Doom came in at a 5.2.
I'm so good at this.
So it is lower. It's another point for the Tom Meister.
So goddamn good. None of
Sat
you are going
on
to get the
4.
champion tag.
Sat on 4.
Can't wait to join a Discord so I can be the champion.
Up next, Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
The film from 1994. The brilliant film from 1994. I think we can all be in agreement.
So, once again, the year after Jurassic Park came
Higher
out.
or lower than a 5.2?
Gonna say lower.
You say lower?
I reckon this got a 4.
You said it got a 4.
0.3.
Have you not seen this film?
No.
Oh my! It's a classic, mate. It's probably the best video game movie of all time.
4.3. Final answer.
This is probably the best video game movie of all time.
Sure it is, mate.
Okay, Mortal Kombat. Is it higher or lower than a 5.2? Cast your votes because Mortal Kombat came in at a 5.8.
Oh no!
Yeah, no score for that. No score for that.
See, I thought that would get trashed.
5.8. I reckon it was trash. I reckon recently people have been like,
"You motherfuckers!"
It's good trash. I reckon it's gone.
See, I wasn't
back
bringing
up.
this into my mind here.
Up next, Resident Evil, the original one from 2002.
Yeah, good film. I genuinely like it.
I preferred. What's the second one?
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
Also very.
Was that
good.
the one that had Nemesis in it?
Yes.
I liked that film.
Also very good, but the first one's great. Soundtrack's great. Miranda Mouse, you did a great job on it.
Yes, it was a good soundtrack.
Yeah.
5.8.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat. Did Resident Evil get a higher or lower than 5.8?
Higher.
Ooh.
I have faith in this film.
You can have a stab in the dark for the score just out of fun.
6.
Saying 6.
Yeah.
Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Cast your votes, people, because beating a 5.8 because it came in at 6.7. Resident Evil is up on Mortal
It's
Kombat.
a decent film.
It's
underrated in my opinion. I know people don't like it because it's not like the game, but as a film
How
on
do
its
you
own,
make the game into a film?
exactly, it's good film.
Okay, up next,
Rest of them are shit.
Silent Hill, the first movie.
Yes,
From 2006. One of my favourite games of all time.
Oh, games
of
the
all
movie,
time.
yeah.
Silent Hill 2
The
is
movie's
better.
okay.
Silent
terrible.
Hill, the first film,
Yeah.
higher or lower than a 6.7?
That's a good question. I'm going to say lower.
You're going to say lower than a 6.7?
I'm going to say it got a 5.8.
I mean, this is a really good movie.
I don't think it is really good. I think it's all right.
Cast your votes, people. Higher or lower than a 6.7. Silent Hill scored a 6.6.
Oh,
It was
hell
1
yeah.
point lower.
Oh wow!
I wrote these
Better than
games
I
out. I
expected.
wrote these games out or these films out first.
Yeah, and then
Before, and I was like, oh my god, there's 1 point in it.
wow, I'm surprised.
I was as well.
Yeah,
I think the film's trash.
I don't think it's terrible. I just think it's okay.
Up next, Hitman, the movie from 2007, the original Hitman movie,
Right.
not Agent
47,
47, but the
yeah.
actual original Hitman movie. Did it score higher or lower than a 6.6?
Lower.
You're saying lower.
Definitely lower.
Have you not seen the film?
I saw it a long time ago. I didn't understand it.
I saw it at cinema. I can't remember a fucking thing that happened.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It got a 5.1.
5.1, lower
Yeah.
than a
And I'm
6.6.
judging it quite high.
Hitman scored a 6.3.
Whoa!
So you got it lower again.
Another point.
Another point. He's flying here.
Destroy him.
Absolutely flying. So, Need for Speed. Need for Speed. Obviously, he starred
Aaron Paul.
Aaron Paul.
Yeah. What? Like
Released
4 years ago.
2014.
Yeah.
Did it score higher or lower than a 6.3?
This is different because you're getting into the realms of modern films now. 6.3.
Is what Hitman scored.
Right. So this
Was
got
Need for Speed higher or lower than a 6.3?
higher, but it's a 6.5.
Saying higher over 6.5.
Yeah.
Need for Speed
Yeah.
scored 6.5.
Oh! Hell yeah! Fucking all over this, mate.
I can't give you
I
that.
know films, alright? I'm a fucking movie god.
Oh,
No
we
one can
got
touch
two. We
me.
got two left, and you're currently sat on 8 points.
8 for 8, right?
But you got one wrong.
Did I?
Yeah,
Shit.
one wrong.
8 for 9.
I don't know what we're going to do with tiebreakers because tiebreakers quite happily come into the equation here.
I ain't giving it a tiebreaker. What are you on about?
The only way someone can be beating you now is either if they got the Mortal Kombat one
Yeah.
right, or they on the nose with the Super Mario Bros.
As if.
Anyway, Max Payne. Mark Wahlberg was Max Payne.
He was Max Payne in 2008?
Bang on, 2008. But what we want to know
I know movies.
is, did Max Payne score higher or lower than a 6.5?
Lower. It scored a 5.7.
Lower 5.7.
Yeah.
Cast your votes, people, because Need for Speed 6.5, Max Payne scored 5.4.
Pretty close.
Another point.
Pretty close. I'm
So,
kind of the best. You know? Like, I know everything.
5.4. Going into our final one, which I know isn't out yet. I just want to disclaim this.
Okay, yeah.
It was going to be Double Dragon.
Oh wow, yeah.
Because it was a Vin Diesel. It was a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. So this film isn't out yet. But the embargo has dropped. The reviews are out everywhere.
I haven't seen anything.
Press and influencers have seen the film. They are now putting up on IMDb. It's had, as of doing this, 380 reviews put up onto it.
Mm-hmm.
Detective Pikachu. Detective Pikachu is launching in a couple of days' time over here. Did it score higher or lower than a 5.4? Or is it currently sat Higher or lower than a 5.4?
It got higher. And I'll tell you why. Because it got a 6.3.
6.3 higher.
That's right. Cast your votes, motherfuckers.
Yeah, cast your votes. Because Max Payne scored 5.4. Detective Pikachu is currently sat at an 8.0.
What?
People are loving the film.
No.
Yeah.
Come on.
People are genuinely saying...
Ryan Reynolds he seems terrible in that film.
People are saying he's
Not
actually...
he's bad, he seems mismatched.
People are saying he's actually very funny in it. And real life Pokemon actually add this real kind of dark dystopian element to the world. Like...
Oh, alright.
Yeah, people are genuinely up.
I mean, I'll see it.
I've looked at the big reviews.
Yeah.
IGN gave it an bang on an 8. Total Film gave it an 8.2. Empire gave it a 7.5.
Holy fuck.
Like, it's around the board, but is it going to be one of the ones that critically acclaimed? People fucking hate it.
Maybe. Well, we'll see.
People still don't like the fact it's
but
talking
still,
Pokemon.
I did say higher.
You did say higher. Meaning you do get a point. Meaning you finish on 10 points. 10 to beat. The only way you can beat it is by getting the Mortal Kombat one right and getting on the money on the opening one.
Good fucking luck. Alright? When I get on that Discord, you'll know I'm the champion. Because it'll tell you. Alright?
Well, that's the extraordinary quiz. Yes, the best quiz name ever going. And we now have 20 minutes left.
Right, but before we do that, I need to pee.
So, after little boy here's gone for his toilet break,
I'm a little wee-wee.
we are moving on to our main topic, and I'm going to put a full warning out there now. The main topic here is we've obviously both seen Endgame.
Yes.
Endgame is a game. Is a film.
Is a game.
We've been really genuinely looking forward to for a long time.
Since 2008, you might say.
There we go.
Yeah.
So we are now going to go into a full. This is not a review. Right. This is a spoiler cast.
We're
this
just
is
chatting
us
about it.
Sharing our complete opinions, what we liked, what we didn't like, what we would change, and what our hopes are for the MCU going forward.
And we're going to spoil everything.
Yes, we're going to talk about absolutely everything.
If you haven't seen
no
it,
holds
do not
barred.
watch.
If you haven't seen the film, please don't watch this. Like, go ahead now.
Come back
This
when you've seen it.
Is your warning, and then come back. And what we'd love here is obviously patrons jumping on Discord, but others, just jump on the comments below. Just let us know what you thought to the film. Do you agree with us? Do you disagree with us? Please feel free to disagree with us. Please feel free to say, no, you guys are wrong, actually.
Yeah.
This was great, or this was great, or this was great. Or maybe even correct us, because I'll be talking about a little bit of knowledge I have from the comics. And if you guys know more than I do, then correct me if I'm wrong.
I have some background college.
Yeah,
comics knowledge. I also went to college. Unrelated. I just wanted to brag.
So, Endgame. This is last warning. Spoilers ahead as of this point. Please turn this off if you have not seen the film.
So, first things first, you may have noticed I'm here with Fat Four. Here he is in person. He's not got the sunglasses on, but he's essentially here.
I love the Big Lebowski.
Yeah, that was a good reference. But I told you before, the whole Fat Four thing, I thought was funny at first.
Yep.
And then when it got to the end battle, I was like, okay, why is he still fat? Because to me, it sort of cheapens the battle. On thinking about this, what you just said. Yes.
I know. That's right. Sorry. I was just checking my doorbell went, but that's alright. It's all sorted.
Yeah.
On thinking about this, I at first was fine with it. I was like, hey, do you know what? It's fine.
Same.
But actually as in throughout the whole film, even the battle.
Okay.
But after you mentioned it, I was actually driving home last week after dropping you off, and I thought, do you know what, you're right. That is the culmination of 11 years of movies.
Yeah.
That is everything build up to what is genuinely a brilliant,
phenomenal final battle.
Final battle.
Yeah.
And
straight out of the comics.
Yeah. Why is he
fat for the end? It looks silly. It's like, why is this joke continuing?
Like you said, when he calls for the power.
Yeah, he gets his suit back and his beard gets braided.
That's perfect time to go back to... Because obviously he's just wearing a fucking fat suit.
He's a fucking god, Surely he can just magic himself back to being muscly.
Here's why I think they didn't.
Right, okay.
I don't know how much you follow Chris Hemsworth. I fucking love the guy.
I follow his Instagram.
He's lost a lot of weight. He's ripped, but he's lean now.
Has he dropped that body fat, has he?
Yeah. I wonder if he would have been too small. I wonder if
Surely not.
Chris Hemsworth.
Remember, this was filmed 2016, 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
So it's quite a while ago.
But you go back to OG Thor. Like he put his body through
he
hell
was huge.
for that. Yeah.
He's my prime beefcake. Whenever I watch those films, I'm always like, whoo, look at
And
this guy.
and if they filmed it in 2 years' time, when he's doing the Hulk Hogan biopic, maybe he'll be big again.
Yeah.
But he
Different
has
kind
lost
of
a
big.
lot of weight.
Different
So I
kind of
wonder if that is...
Well, this is the thing. Well, I read a post specifically about Fat 4, and it made me like it a bit more.
Okay.
Because someone says that you've got to understand that he is genuinely depressed. It's not like... It's kind of funny that he's fat,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't expect it, but the whole point is that he's supposed to be like actually depressed, and the person was saying this is what depression actually looks like, you know.
Yeah.
He's not crying in self-pity. He's smiling, making jokes, but he's not looking after himself. He doesn't go out anywhere, you know.
No.
His life's gone down the drain, but on the outside he's being like, whatever, you know, I'm for, who cares, you know, it's all a big joke. But obviously he's actually severely depressed about the fact that he could have saved the universe, but because he was so consumed by vengeance, that he fucked it up. He didn't go for the head.
No.
You know? And that's one of the fantastic things about the film. When they kill Thanos at the beginning, it's great. Because it isn't...
With Thor.
Yeah, because it isn't played like a victory.
No.
And it feels so empty, which is exactly how it feels for Thor.
Yeah.
He kills him, but it's like, so what?
Yeah.
He won.
Yeah.
He doesn't care, like he says, I am inevitable, you know?
Yeah,
it's like, it's so, I was like, holy shit, it's depressing.
Yeah.
And then obviously that 5 years later comes up, and I was like, wow, what an amazing start.
I was amazed. I actually, the whole start was amazing.
Yeah.
Especially with Clint. Like when...
Oh.
Like with the kids just...
Oh,
the
it
family
was
disappears. And then you see him later on. And it's like the flip of depression.
Yeah.
He's obviously very upset his family's gone, but he's just taking the shit out on the world. Like
He is murdering motherfuckers left and right.
Yeah.
He is slaughtering people.
Yeah. And I thought they'd done such... For a 3-hour long...
Ronan, right? This is his, who becomes in the comics.
That's it, yeah. So for a 3-hour long movie, the pacing was absolutely spot on, I thought. Like, not one part that I think, this is a bit slow now.
I think it might be considered bad pacing, but that's because I think this film really enjoys its character stuff.
Yeah.
It's not all about the big fights. It even got to the point, before the big fight at the end happens, I was like, wow, are they really not going to do... Like, that's really ballsy. They're not going to do a big fight in this film.
Exactly the same.
And I was fine with it. I was like, because I love these characters.
Yeah.
I'm happy to spend time with them like this. It's great.
Yeah.
There was a few little action scenes here and there, but nothing...
When they came back with... They came with him back.
Yes.
But he didn't come back with Natasha, which we'll get to as an own little thing in a minute.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, what do they do now? Like, I'm sure this hasn't been 3 hours.
It's like, sure, it's like an hour and a half
Because I've
left.
enjoyed it so much, I couldn't keep track of time. But I was like, this doesn't feel like it's been 3 hours.
Yeah.
And then the whole Thanos' ship coming in, which came out of nowhere, and it was just...
I was like, holy
bang,
fuck.
bang, bang, and I was just like,
He just destroys Avengers HQ. And I was like,
no! Like, it was so... That was a... Like, not a cheer moment, because obviously you're sad, but it was like a... What the fuck's just happened? Like, what has just happened?
I was like, but we won. No!
Yeah. But going back to the Natasha moment...
I've got issues.
You've got issues with this. I genuinely really like the way they've done it.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be the other way around. I thought Clint was going to be jumping.
As did I, and he should have.
Well, he tried.
Well, they both did.
He genuinely tried.
He should have died.
I don't think he should have. Because... 2 reasons.
Alright.
Firstly,
you do yours, I'll do mine.
You have more money to make off him as Ronin and as an IP.
Okay.
That's a business approach.
Yeah, but they're doing a Black Widow film.
As a... Obviously, prequel. That's going to be the whole... What happened in Bulgaria.
Budapest.
Budapest.
Right,
sorry. But also... She wanted... That's all she wanted to do. And he wants redemption for his family, doesn't he? That's what he wants.
He wants to bring it back.
And I think I like the way they kind of built up the fact that I reckon everyone in the audience expected it to be him that dies. Because she is the fan favourite over them two, more so.
Yes.
Especially in that movie, the way they set it up.
But I think...
I like the way... I like the way they've done it. And I thought... What I liked about it was emotional. And it stayed around, but it didn't overstay its welcome.
Right.
Like,
People have a problem with that, though.
go back to Spider-Man fading away into dust. That just annoyed me. Like,
Really?
please, Tony. Oh,
know.
going on and on and on
cry
and
every
on.
time. Cry every time. It's my
Whereas
boy. It's my boy.
This was
Spidey.
like, I felt like it was there. It was punchy, and it happened. And it was the moment when you're like, she's not dead.
No, she is though.
No, but I mean, there was the moment when
Right.
she's not dead. Like,
Yeah, but the reason you feel that way is because it's so unearned, that death.
yeah.
As much as people always say that, oh yeah, well, Hawkeye, whatever, Black Widow has just as little characterization as he does, except for in Winter Soldier, which is obviously another Russo brothers film, and this film. This film and Winter Soldier, I love her.
Yeah.
She's great. Especially in this film, I was like, yeah, I'm really enjoying Black Widow. She's got something to give now.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm really pleased they're giving her these moments.
Yep.
And I was like, this is good stuff. And I was hoping they would, not hoping, but I was like, oh wow, they're going to kill Hawkeye. This is going to be really, I was ready to be sad for that. Because I was like, as much as he's not a huge character, he's had some really good moments.
Mm-hmm.
People forget he's had some good moments, both in
Especially in Avengers.
Age
the
of
first
Ultron,
one.
Avengers, Civil War, he has some good moments.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm ready for him to die. It makes sense for him to die. And when she died, I was like, oh, I was just starting to like
I didn't
her.
enjoy it.
I wasn't sad. I was annoyed.
Appreciated their decision to do it.
I was just annoyed.
So how do you feel?
I wasn't angry. I was just like.
So how do you feel about the whole Gamora? Gamora obviously coming back around and being
That's fantastic.
a clever way of bringing
Great way to bring her back.
Gamora back.
Very clever, and it's very funny that she's at the beginning of her and Peter's relationship, whereas Peter's at what you call the climax. Because from his point of view, they've kissed, they've said they love each other, and from her point of view, it's like, don't fucking touch me, you creep.
Yeah, and she's like, this is the guy.
Like, yeah, I like that kind of thing. I like time travel stuff. I don't tend to nitpick as much as I'm, as you know, a very nitpicky guy about this kind of thing. About continuity and all this kind of stuff. I complain about Star Trek all the time, but with time travel films, I tend to just be like, don't think about it because you're just going to ruin it for yourself.
Yeah.
Looper taught me that. Remember Looper?
Yeah.
Do you remember that scene where young Bruce Willis / Jessica Gordon-Levitt is like, so how does this work? And then Bruce Willis is like, look, I could fucking spend all day making diagrams with straws and salt and stuff, and we get nowhere.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not important.
No.
Because it isn't important, really. Just enjoy the story.
Yeah.
It's not a documentary.
I like the way, so when they were back in time, I mean, meeting Cap was hilarious. I thought that was brilliant.
So much fan service in this film, and I loved it.
Yeah, I loved that.
We deserve that fan service.
When he's like, I'm not letting you put, I know.
I love that is America's ass. That's such a good line. Thank you for letting him swear. That whole joke in Age of Ultron where he's like, language is the dumbest shit in the entire MCU. I hate it. When it comes, like, my friends send me that scene because I know how much I hate it. They just send me the scene. I'm like, fuck off. It's awful. Terrible writing. Joss, what's wrong with you?
What about Loki then? Because obviously Loki's at large now with the Tesseract.
That kind of bugs me. How does that work? This is where I start thinking about timeline stuff. Is like, how does that work?
So, the solution could be, as they said, Cap could go back at the end and he could put the stones back beforehand, and that never happens. Or that could be Disney's way of going, because we know a Loki
I'm sure
TV
that is
series
how they're
is
setting
coming,
up the series.
and I think that's how they set up the series there.
My only issue is that the series surely has to end with him returning the stone to that point in time.
You'd think so.
Because otherwise they're breaking their own rules. As complicated as they make their rules sound, they aren't really that complicated, but they overdo it by explaining it, which I guess is kind of the joke.
Obviously, we spoke about battle sequences. We're not going to go through every single battle.
Can we skip ahead? We'll come back to other stuff, but I just want to talk about it because they're penning up inside me. Cap wielding Mjolnir.
That's what I was going to go to next.
Oh, great.
Like, honestly, one of the best moments of the film.
So I saw that. I don't know about you, but I saw this film at a midnight screening. It was a double bill Infinity War.
I saw it 5 days after release.
It was IMAX, and when that happened, people lost their shit in the cinema. I lost my shit.
I've had kids at school going like, but in Age of Ultron, he couldn't pick it up.
But he moved it.
And I was like, trying to explain, well, there's fan theories, and one of the big fan theories is that in Age of Ultron, because he'd held the truth back from Tony Stark, he wasn't worthy. And to lift Mjolnir,
I mean,
you have to be worthy. And now he's let go of that.
Steve post Civil War is a very different Steve.
Yes,
he's a very.
He's
different
had a beard. He's had long hair.
but he's changed.
He's gone through his midlife crisis.
Oh,
and he's out on the other side now.
His 87th.
And when
crisis,
he picks up Mjolnir,
mate, like people. I saw it on Max and Crawley, and everyone started shouting, and even I was like, ah! I looked to the James, it's my boss, and I was like, ah! In his ear, I was like, ah! I couldn't believe it. It blew me away.
It would be so good, and they didn't overstay the welcome with it again. Like, it was easy to go.
It was so good. I had the words resonating in my head. I heard bloody Anthony Hopkins saying, who hold this hammer, if he be worthy, possess the power of Thor. And I was like, this is amazing. It blew me away. It was so good.
It was very, very good.
And the whole on your left, and then him saying Avengers Assemble. I was just, this is the fucking shit.
It was very well done. I like the way, so on the left, obviously, when they open up the portals and they bring everyone back, I like the way up to that point it was very much the core six.
Yes.
It was this who started it, this who's finishing it, but we're going to need our friends, and this is where the future of the MCU is going.
Yeah.
Let's bring them in now.
And it was so good.
Yeah.
It was
genuinely, that fight scene. How long I reckon it was about 40 minutes, 45 minutes.
I would say about
40 minutes. And it felt like it was 10 minutes. Like, it was so good.
So much happened. Oh, I've got another complaint.
Go for it.
I don't like Spidey activating insta-kill. It's a funny joke. I get it, Russo brothers. I get the joke, because in Homecoming it was all like, no, don't do that. But he is a child. I know they're aliens, but you're telling me he was like, fuck it, I'm just going to slaughter these motherfuckers. He's a kid, and that is very much proven in Homecoming. About him being he's as responsible as he is, he's still a kid. He's 15. And it's like, he wouldn't do that.
Well, another big complaint people have got is at the end when he meets up with Genki.
No, it's not actually Genki, but it's based on Genki. It's Ned Leeds is the name of the character. Everyone's
5 years later.
Everyone's complaining they're the same age,
and they're back at college.
But we're just assuming they all got snapped.
Exactly, that's what the.
And people are like, well, what make any sense? But mate. So you're fine with everyone getting snapped except the core Avengers, but all of Spidey's classmates, them getting snapped, that's too much for you. Sorry, mate. Soz.
Yeah.
Do you know what bugs me? What bugged me in that scene where they went back? I was like, that's not his school. Because I've seen Homecoming like 7 or 8 times, and I was like, oh, that ain't his school. That's a different school. That bugged me. I was like, just get the same school.
Let's move on then to the big moment.
Which one?
Well, the Iron Man at the end.
I am
Iron Man. Now, yes, it's obviously a big spoiler. We warned you of spoilers at the beginning. I don't think it's a big spoiler. We knew someone was going. Someone big was going. One of the core Avengers was going. I actually predicted
it. I was like, Iron Man's going to die. Captain America's going to retire.
So I predicted Iron Man.
Yeah.
Because I predicted they'd keep Cap for Old Man Cap, because there's a big, really good season.
They're not going to use him, I don't think.
I like Old Man Cap. But then that got shot down. We'll talk about the actual whole Sam moment at the end. Iron Man.
Holy fuck. That was pretty hardcore.
They done it well, didn't they?
That was the best way to do it.
Because, if anything, he was probably the hardest character for them to get emotion out of.
Yeah.
Because he's not stale, but he's been around the longest. Like, and
he's the thing really bizarre about him is that I remember people loved him leading up to the first Avengers, and Avengers came out, everyone loved him. And then there was a sort of fatigue about his character.
Yeah.
People were like, he's such an arsehole, I'm so done with him.
Yeah.
But then it came back around. I don't know how they did it. People started loving him again.
So the whole scene is honestly amazing. I loved it. The one line that Pepper Potts delivers when she just says,
"You can rest.
Yeah, you've done enough now, Tony.
You've saved us. You can rest."
Yeah. That line, you're just like, oh my god! Like, hairs on your arms stand up. It's just like, no, don't
it's
do
so
this.
perfect for his characterization in these films as well, because he's so consumed of
It
saving
goes back
everyone.
to Civil War. Like, the whole reason Civil War kicked off was the whole reason Civil War kicked off was because he concerned so much about everyone. He wants to
save everyone.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, there's that great bit at the beginning after he comes back from space and he's all malnourished, and he fucking unloads on Cap, and I was like, that's amazing. And he quotes directly lines from Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
He says, suit of armor around the world, and in the great bit he says, you said if we lost, we'd do that together. and where were you?
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, this exactly. He's so consumed with this idea of saving everyone, and now that he's lost, it's like, what is it?
Yeah.
There's nothing to him. And then they kill him by him saving the universe. It's like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
No better way to do it.
No, that was incredible.
So good.
The whole goodbye.
Didn't make me cry.
Didn't.
No.
I genuinely shed a tear.
I might have been dehydrated because I purposely didn't drink much because I didn't want to pee during the film.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't make me cry. I want to say, before I watched this film, I watched through every single MCU
I
film.
remember you saying,
Over 2
What
weeks.
did make you cry was what?
Was Cap dancing with Peggy.
Yeah, I
at
remember
the
saying.
very end, because I watched first Avenger, and when I got to the end of that and I was watching them with them, I thought, wow, that actually really hurts.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, that is heartbreaking. I said, damn, that really
Such
gets
a
me.
sad movie. Like,
Yeah,
First
and then
Avenger, the end of that is...
You get to Winter Soldier, and she's got Alzheimer's, and there's that heartbreaking scene where he's talking to her, and she's all like, talking to him like she's there, whatever. He turns around to get her a glass of water, comes back, and she's like, Steve? And I was like, oh fuck, this hurts, stop doing this to me. And then she dies in Civil War, and you have her funeral, and watching these all in order, I was with them, I was like, holy fuck, this is really getting to me, this whole
see him
stuff.
dance with her again.
So when he danced at the end, literally like I welled up, I was like,
yeah,
right,
that was nicely done. And I like the way that they led that into the fact that that's the main reason he didn't come back. He went back home, he'd done the stones.
She's perfect.
And he stayed there.
Fuck Sharon Carter, their zero chemistry kiss in Civil War is the worst part of Civil War. But honestly, I'm getting a bit now thinking about it.
So obviously Cap passing the shield over to Sam.
I know that Falcon and Bucky have both been Captain America.
Yeah. I've never read any Bucky Captain America.
See, I think he's better suited.
I have read Sam.
Is he good as Captain America?
I liked him. A lot of people
He has
didn't.
powers in the comics, doesn't he?
No.
I thought he did.
Not the one I read. No.
Oh, okay.
I can lend you the series if you want. I can lend you the Cap Vulture series.
Not
Vulture.
I'm borrowing too many comics at the moment. I need to read them. I've only read the Spider-Man ones.
Vulcan, not Vulture. That's Spider-Man.
Vulture is Spider-Man. But, wings suits.
Yeah, I really liked it. I
liked it as well.
The curious thing was they done in that comic series, they done a whole Tesseract storyline which had like Old Man Cap and all that in there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's too complex, that storyline, for them to even consider doing that.
They would need to build that up for several films.
Going forward,
yeah,
MCU going forward, I don't think we see an Avengers movie for 5 years.
Yeah, 4 or 5 years.
Question is, where do they go with it? Do they go down the New Avengers route?
It won't be called that.
And do they go down bringing more of an all-female casting? So obviously pretty guaranteed.
I kind of hope so.
Carol Danvers is the new Iron Man in terms of she's
a new Cap. She's not the Iron Man.
A new Cap.
I would say Doctor Strange is a new.
One little point.
Iron Man. Go on.
I know that is. So the hairstyle she was rocking in.
Which one?
Endgame, the short hair.
Yeah, I look good.
Endgame. Exact same hairstyle she has in Civil War 2 comic series.
Da-da-da-da.
As soon as I saw it at the end, I was like, she's got that in Civil War 2 comic series.
So yeah, which
and Civil War
I haven't watched it yet. I've read
2
it yet.
Is all about her and Iron Man going at it.
Oh really?
She wants what Iron Man wants in Civil War 1, and
he's
like,
learned from
he's
that.
like, no, trust me, this doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's different to the film Civil War.
Oh
anyway,
yeah,
so
it's huge different. One thing I'm interested to know is Thor. Mm-hmm. So here's what I honestly think.
Yeah.
I liked the comic series where Jane Foster became Thor. They can't do that because they booted Natalie Portman out.
Yeah, she doesn't want anything to do with it.
No.
She's had enough of it.
I think Valkyrie becomes Thor.
Hell yeah.
Happy for that.
Very happy.
And I think Thor joins
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy. I wouldn't be surprised if, I don't know how they did for licensing issues, and I don't think they can do licensing issues. There is a time, a series where Venom is part of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
No. I don't want no fucking Venom part of my MCU unless at least first, he is a despicable villain for Spider-Man. Because I know people are all into their anti-heroes at this point, but Venom's a monster.
He is.
He eats people.
Yeah, he is.
He's terrible.
They need to do Venom well in a Spider-Man movie.
Why can't we just have a Venom bad guy?
But do you think Thor joins Guardians now?
I reckon he'll be in the next Guardians film, but there will be another Thor film with him as a star.
Do you think there will be him as a star in Thor?
As Thor, yeah.
Back ripped. I don't know, because I don't know if Chris Hemsworth has had enough of it.
I think he's still going. I think he's just gotten happy with it, to be honest. Hulk, I think, will have supporting roles every now and again.
Do you think they bring in Jennifer Walters, She-Hulk?
Probably. Though, do you want them to keep the sexy female form She-Hulk, or do you want them to go all out and make her huge, like the actual Hulk?
The actual Hulk.
Yeah, it's silly that she's
sexy female.
I get why they did it, because it sells more comics, but it's like, come on. Why is she so slim?
But I mean, we're just speculating future now. But overall, I think we're both in agreement.
Well, you know what I want? Fantastic Four.
Good Fantastic Four.
Yeah, obviously good one. Yeah, I think they can do it. I think it's possible.
Yeah, I'd be happy for them to do that. And Silver Surfer. Bring Silver Surfer in.
Exactly. They'll bring that in later on, and then sure, you make Galactus the bad guy for the next phase, the big saga.
He is the perfect villain.
Exactly. Also, surely, Avengers Tower, Stark Tower, whatever it is, surely that's the Baxter Building now.
Yeah.
They sold it in Homecoming. Surely that's the Baxter Building.
Yeah.
Turn that into the Baxter Building. It's perfect. It's suited for that.
You're right.
Just do it.
But we're both in agreement. We loved Endgame, I think.
It's great. It's not as good as Infinity War.
I don't think it's a good movie, but I think it's the only way they could wrap it up.
Excellent. I said earlier this week, it's more like an epilogue to Infinity War.
Yeah.
To me, it feels like a very long epilogue. It's not like a second part.
No.
It's like, here's what's happened afterwards, and then you get the huge battle at the end.
Yeah. I'll give you that. Yeah. But yeah, what did you think to Infinity War, guy? Endgame. Please let us know in the comments below. Patrons, I've said no in Discord. But that is in wrap it up, guys. That is the Not So Indie Show episode for May.
Yep.
Patrons, thank you so much for your support. And as we said at the beginning of the show, you do get this a week early, everybody else. You can watch it for free on YouTube. You just need to get through the ads, and you do get it a week later. Yes, thank you so much for stopping by, watching, listening, whatever you chose to do. If you do like these shows and you are listening, then the best thing we can ask is then give them a little review on your podcast service. If it's on Spotify, I don't even think Spotify do reviews. If it's on iTunes, they definitely do.
You don't have to write a review, just give it stars.
Just get some stars. Yeah. Like iTunes stars honestly get us a huge...
It's weird how helpful they are.
Yeah, one review boosts us right up. But yeah, that's only if you really like what we do, guys, and hopefully you do. So thank you so much for stopping by, watching, listening, whatever you chose to do. And until next month, and until next quiz, extraordinary quiz, have fun, be safe, be good,
you can't
be merry, and may peace be with you.